Maid of Sker is a first-person stealth horror puzzle game that was interesting. To start today's review off, I guess I'll start with the best part of this game, the story. It's a little hard to summarize, but I'll try my best. Spoilers ahead, of course. Influenced by real events and based off the book The Maid of Sker and Welsh folklore, it's about a music composer, I think his name was Thomas, who's in love with Elizabeth, daughter of the owner of Sker Hotel, where the game takes place, who's called in by Elizabeth to rescue her from her crazed father and uncle who's fallen into, I'm not sure if it qualifies as witchcraft, but worship of a siren. And the game has two endings, one where Thomas helps Elizabeth break free from the siren spell, and another where he fails but gets saved by a dog. That's the story in a brief nutshell. The soundtrack is amazing, with a lot of beautiful songs such as Swogan, which I probably mispronounced. Graphics-wise, it's pretty good for an indie title, although it did have some rather long loading times. The discussion of gameplay will be broken into two sections, the main story and the challenge mode. You'll see why in a minute. In the main story, you have to sneak around enemies while solving puzzles, collecting items, and only having a single weapon to defend yourself, a sphere-shaped device that plays music which stuns enemies for a few seconds. Now, this game has a twist, as enemies are blind, but have a keen sense of hearing, so silence is a must. And the game allows you to hold your breath to be completely silent from your foes. But environments can be deceptive, as you sometimes step on glass bottles and make noise or start coughing in certain areas. Now, being 100% honest, I did not beat the game, as I didn't care for the gameplay and found the puzzles too complex, but I did put maybe 4 to 5 hours into it, and then I just did some research online to figure out the story and the endings. Moving on to the challenge section, it's kind of a boomer shooter almost, as you move through various areas with guns and try to escape. While stealth is an option, who's going to pass up a chance to use guns in a video game? The horror elements were well done, a mix of storytelling, creepy environments, jump scares, eerie sounds, and suspense all combined into one. My overall score for this game is a 7.5 out of 10. I came up with this by giving it a 6 out of 10 for gameplay and a 9 out of 10 for story, with the medium being 7.5 out of 10. Worth grabbing on sale, but not at full price. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching. For those new here, I mostly play, review, and discuss zombie and horror games, so maybe check out some of my other vids if that sounds interesting. Always remember that Jesus loves you all. Peace.